Hi guys, welcome back. So we've stuck our hatches on either side on the back. We could have gone for something a little bit different. If we wanted them open, say the vehicle or your Thunderbolt's all parked up in its hangar bay ready to be launched, you can actually fit these in the inside of the hatch open, and that's all his equipment just in case it crashes, like a first aid kit, a rifle, a radio, and it could be some grenades. I like to think it could be some beans and rice in those little jars there, so it could be anything. Right, so what are we going to do next? We are going to fit in our cannons, and so these are our heavy lasers that slot in nicely either side like so, and as you know, it comes with 2 lasers and then 2 auto cannons that slot in there like so. I think they're auto cannons because they're deadly weapons. I think they are. So let's take these out first of all, and let's just put this puppy down. We're going to take our rocket and we're just going to put some of that on there like so, and then that will slot in to there. We're just going to give it a little bit of a help to move it along its way. As I said before, as it's a liquid, it will find its place. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Just gonna add a little bit of glue on there, and this is starting to hide little gaps that you can see within the model, which is quite nice. Oops. There we go, that goes there. Right, let's move that out of the way. Let's just give that another blast just in case. Okay, so we've got those there. Oh, dropping wings all over the place here. As I said, today for some reason I seem to be very, very clumsy. Surprised I haven't cut my thumb off yet. Okay, so they're in place. Now we just have to take a look at our heavy weapons, our auto cannons. Now these have been cleaned and prepped. They slot in there like so. Let's just get it to do that. There you go. So that's where they should fit, and that's nice. God, this is going to be a formidable fighter, and we're going to be doing all sorts of things to this by jazzing it up, making it look a bit personal, and making it different from everybody else's, adding some extra payloads onto it and some fuel tanks for those long-range bomber run fighters, fighter runs and stuff like that. Or fighter escorts, I don't know. Okay, so that's that stuck in place. Let's just give it a little bit of help. Make sure you're facing the right way, because you don't want to spray it in their face. You can tell by my tone that I've done that in the past. Okay, let's just dry fit that one. We want to make sure that there's that slight gap between the hull and the weapons. So that looks perfect. We'll just add some glue into there. And we'll take our weapons and we'll stick it in there like so. Let's just make sure that fits nicely and that there's no messing around. We want it to be quite, I think about there is perfect. So let's just help that. That looks pretty good. It looks evenly parted as well. That's strong in place. Okay, so we're getting somewhere now. Now I'm going to grab the engine just for a second. Now this is the top part of the engine and the wing. Now it hides a hell of a lot, but there's still going to be some cleaning up that needs to be done there. And this unfortunately is a fault in the moulding process. And it's a bit of a shame because you can see the hole where the rivet is, if I bring that in closer, just there, and then you've got that bit there. So we can either change that into some sort of damage, or we can repair it. So we'll look when we get closer to it. Now, our wings are going to be a problem, and they're going to be our last thing that we do. So this is what we're looking at. We're just going to dry fit this to see how we're doing with it, and how it's looking. So we're slowly starting to get somewhere with this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go away for a second. I'm going to clean up the end of these parts here, and then we're going to clean up the engines and get those stuck onto there. Okay guys, I will see you in a second. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Well, we're going to just dry fit these to make sure they fit, and they slot into there, and they actually hide a lot of the miscast to the main body. So let's start with this one first. Make sure you get a good amount of glue on there. Just follow that through, like so. Okay, that's good. It should work. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just, you see there's a lip there that this sits into, so we're just going to make sure that it's on the right. And what we're going to do is just push that in. Make sure that fits perfectly. Let's push that back a bit. There we go. That's nice. There we go. And when I say this stuff sticks, boy does it stick. Let's just take. Okay. Right, that's nice. Okay, that's good. That's in place. Okay, we're going to do the same with the other side. Again, that fits in there like so. And that hides some of the gaps that have been created and the miscasting. We've managed to sand that one back, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's do the same again. Let's just get some glue onto here. And I've got to say, I like this glue. It is good. I'm a happy man. Sometimes you go through so many types of different glue until you find one that you're happy with. And this works really, really well. Okay, so just be careful as you're sliding it on, because we don't want glue all over the main body. And you want to try and line it up as much as you possibly can. So let's just do that again. And that's what I'm looking for, right about there. Okay, let's push that in. That's nice. That is nice. Okay, so this is what you should have at the moment. Bear in mind we've got bits that stick on there that go into there in a second, so that looks kind of flush either side, which is good. Right, well, let's take our engines, which will go on here. Let's just put a bit of glue on there for them, and we've cleaned these up, so I just want to make sure that the presentable edges, which is there, is on the side. There we go. You want the nicest edge you can possibly get on the outside, and if you can, put the roughened edge in on the inside. And the same with there. Obviously we've got a bit of a manky mould line there, so we can use that as the interior, and we're gonna just glue these into play. So let's just make sure, there it is. That goes there. This is a really easy model to build. It's not been tough at all. It's just a bit of cleaning up here and there really that I've had to do. But if that's all it is, then that's pretty good going. I've got to say, I've seen Mark Bedford's Thunderbolt that he did on the front cover of the Forge World Masterclass Modeller's Masterclass book. It really made me want to get one of these. Okay, so we've done that. We've stuck these bits onto here. Let's move on to the wings. So I've already prepped the wings and cleaned them up, and the same with the engines. And what we're going to do is they just slot onto there like so, which is nice and easy. So let's do that with these. Let's just glue them down like so, and just slide it in. And what you do is you just grab your kicker, spray it in there, and then let that settle. And we'll do the same with this one, and this time we put the glue on there. And what we do is we take our model and we just slide it in there, spreading the glue. And we just take our kicker. Got a little bit of a gap there unfortunately, but what we can do is we'll have to fill that later, and we will fill it. Oh, we will fill it. Okay, so that's the wings done. So let's take those and let's have a look. Obviously we want to make sure this all fits in neatly like that, and it is simple as that. Make sure that when you look at your wings and when you're cleaning this, that you, if there's any warpage in them, you just bend them in back into shape. I mean, the lines should be pretty much there and it will look lovely once it's done. Okay, so I'm going to get back to you in a second. I've just got to clean up some areas on these wings just to make sure everything fits nicely, and then we'll stick them down. Okay guys.